In SolidWorks, the Profile Center mate is an advanced mate which does not have a direct analog in Creo Parametric. And just a reminder, a mate in SolidWorks is like a constraint in Creo Parametric. Here I have an assembly model. The only part in here is a base part, and it has a general rectangular profile, although it does have some chamfers and fillets and some internal cuts. This is acceptable for using the Profile Center mate. Let me hop over to another window with the first component that I am going to bring in. And here is another part, and it's got a general rectangular shape. So this is also eligible for use with a Profile Center mate. Let me hop back over to my assembly and let's insert the component. Let's select the C-bag component, and I will grab and just drag it onto the screen. Now I will click on the Mate command, and then I will click on the Advanced tab so I can select the Profile Center mate. And for the first profile, I will select this surface. And because of an option that I have, the first component is now going to a transparent color. Let me rotate so I can select the bottom surface that I want. You can see that it has brought in the part and located it on the surface. You do have orientation buttons if you want it to be rotated 90 degrees from the current location, but this is fine for what I am doing. So I will click on the check mark, and there we have the centers. Oh, let me click on the check mark to complete creating mates. There we have the centers of those different profiles for the components centered on one another. If you take a look at the component that I just added, it does not have that minus sign in parentheses, indicating that it is fully located in this assembly. Let's take a look at another example. Let me go to a cylindrical part. Oh, let me turn off my plane display. I don't need those. And so for this particular component, we have a circular face, and that is allowed as well. You can use a full circular edge or face. Let me go over to another assembly window. Let's insert that component, and I'll just drag it about here. Let's go to our Mate command and click on the Advanced tab, then Profile Center, and I will pick this face. Let me rotate the model and zoom in, and I'll grab the circular face, and let's go back. Oh, confusing myself a little bit with the orientation. And so there we have the center of the cylindrical face centered on the rectangular face. Let me hit the check mark to complete out of creating different mates. But if you take a look at the cylinder, it does have that dash in the parentheses. Let me go to my mates, and I'm going to select the Profile Center mate so I can edit it. There is an option here to lock the rotation. There is still a rotational degree of freedom for the cylindrical component. So let's check that, and then hit the check mark and check mark once more. And so there's no longer a dash in parentheses next to the cylinder because it is fully constrained. Let's take a look at one more example. And now I will go to an I-beam component. And this is an example of a profile that is not allowed. You can have basically a regular end-sided polygon is allowed, and it can have internal cuts, it can have chamfers on the edges, it can have fillets on the edges, but it cannot have cuts that essentially go to the outside of the profile, which is what we have here with the I-beam. So let's take a look at what we would do in that situation. I'll go to another assembly window. Let's insert component, and I'll grab that I-beam and I'll just drag it about here. And let's see what happens if we try to use a profile center mate. I'll click on the mate command, advanced, profile center, pick one profile center, and then when I try to pick the other one, let me zoom in right in on the middle of the eye surface. When I try to pick it, it says the selected entity is not valid for the current mate type. Well, in this situation, you can use a supplemental sketch from the part. Let me go to my Feature Manager design tree in the graphics area. I'm going to expand this part in the tree, and I do have a sketch here. Let me show it in order to make it visible. And this is a rectangular sketch, and so this is something I can use instead. Let me pick this rectangular sketch. Let me zoom back out and zoom in. You can see that now the I-beam is centered on the rectangular face. I can rotate the component as I want. Let's say I'm happy with this. I will hit the check mark, and let's hit the check mark complete out of the profile. Let me hide that sketch, seeing as I no longer need it. And those are a few different ways in which you can use the profile center mate in order to fully constrain components in an assembly in SolidWorks.